Okay, I greet everybody out there. I'm talking to Umu Chineke, actually, who came to court today to show, demonstrate their solidarity with Onyendu Nnaemeka. Because you all know who I am. My name is Aloy Ejimokor. They like to call me special counsel, and I'm still trying my humble best to see that we represent Onyendu very, very effectively. This is my colleague. He has always been by my side. His name is Barrister Mandela Umeworo. He has been in the trenches with me. So today, what happened was that the court tried to force a trial. The prosecution wanted this accelerated trial so much that they ignored the fact that the detention conditions at the DSS would not permit the lawyers to consult properly with Nnaemeka. That was our case in chief. We didn't want anything further than that. We are not engaged in delay tactics. We are not engaged in dilatory tactics. All we are saying is that anybody who is facing charges in court is entitled to have his fair hearing. That is guaranteed under the constitution that is still functioning in this country. Nnaemeka's case cannot be different. There was an effort to force trial to happen in the absence of this constitutional guarantee. So we had to take a very firm position that would not happen. So we proceeded on that score to move two applications that would enhance the environment for any trial to occur, if at all the trial will occur. The only environment that will enhance it will be the environment of bail, restoration of his bail, or the environment of some other custodial arrangement that includes house arrest or home detention. These things have happened before. Our singular goal really is to have his bail restored. But in a situation where you're not being offered a lot of choices, you begin to suggest alternative measures, alternative solutions. But our case in chief is that Nnaemeka's bail is supposed to be restored, because that's what the Supreme Court said, that he didn't jump bail. If it happens, then the lawyers will have had all the opportunity to consult with him, and then we see whether that trial really can proceed. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you.
Nice job today.
All the prisons in Nigeria no longer have security. Then whose fault? Is it the fault of Nnaemeka that your prison does not have security?
No.
So whose fault is it? Why are you punishing Nnaemeka in the DSS detention where you have those who kept him, those who arrested him, those who kidnapped him from Kenya? So our question is simple. Is it a proper thing for a lawyer to visit his client and you tell the lawyer you cannot write down anything? You cannot use your beak and your paper to take down notes for your clients? That is the question we are asking the court, and the court has not been able to answer. That's the question we are asking the federal government through their prosecution, and the prosecution has not been able to answer this. Now imagine, assuming we also have microphones in the office of the Attorney General, in the office of the prosecution, to listen to how they are preparing for this case. Would there be a trial? Will it not amount to us knowing what they are coming to do already before the trial? So court case, there should be, everybody should have equal standing, equal position. If you want us to go into trial, then treat us the way you are treating the prosecution. You cannot treat us badly and then treat the prosecution correctly, and then you expect that there will be fair trial. So the federal government of Nigeria for now appears not to be fully ready for trial, but they will go and tell the world that it is the defense lawyers that are not ready for trial. We are fully ready for trial if the writing is done. Nnaemeka said, look, how can I discuss my defense when the people who kidnapped me from Kenya are listening to the mic through their microphones in the place where I am detained? If you go to that place where Nnaemeka is, you will see gadgets at the four angles of the room. You will see microphones, video, everything on the table there. So the place is highly equipped with listening devices. And they have an adjoining room where they now watch you. They sit down there, relax, and they watch you. They watch what you are doing. They hear what you are conversing. The only way you can talk is if you whisper and you cover your mouth and whisper to your client. How can you prepare a case like that? So it is only in Nigeria that we have this kind of unfair treatment of a suspect, of a defendant. Only in Nigeria. I don't think this happens in Somalia. I don't think this happens to any other banana republic you can think of. Only in Nigeria, the giant of Africa, you have a situation where the man who kidnapped you, is also the one who is detaining you, is also the one who is prosecuting you, is also going to be the witness in your case, and you expect the person you kidnapped to remain in your custody and prepare and plan his case. What is the essence of having the Nigerian Prison Service or Nigerian Correctional Centers? Are you telling us that the DSS has better facility when it comes to management of awaiting trial inmates? No. The DSS office or cell is not a place where you keep awaiting trial inmates. That place should be a place where you keep people you are still investigating. If you refuse to follow the law, then it's unfortunate that you cannot do justice in this case. That is the simple thing we say today in court. And all effort by the prosecution to force us into trial, all effort by the authorities to make sure that they bring in witnesses, we tried as much as possible to resist that effort. We cannot be party to killing the Constitution. We cannot be party to murdering the Constitution. Even if the Constitution has to die, then it shouldn't die on the head of Mazen Nnamdi. The Constitution is a grand norm, is a final law of Nigeria, where every other law draws its source, its life from. So if you mess up the Constitution, then why are we in court? You can as well write judgment, sentence him, convict him, and then tell us to go home, instead of bringing us here to pretend that there is a trial, whereas there is no trial. So our summary is there is no trial because the federal government have refused to comply with Section 36 of the Constitution, which guarantees fair hearing. In the absence of fair hearing, nobody will go into any trial. We will not be party to it. Igbos, Westerners, Easterners, Northerners, nobody will accept to be party to a trial where it is obvious that Section 36 is being contravened. Section 36 is the mother of all other sections in the Constitution. Fair trial, fair hearing. If you want to hear me properly. If you do not want to hear me, then it is better you just convict me and I go and know that I've been convicted. So that is the summary of our meeting, of our discussion today in court, the summary of what transpired in court. And I believe that Umu Biafra, Umu Igbo, worldwide, Biafra worldwide, Nigerians worldwide, we agree with us that it is important that the Constitution of Nigeria is followed than killed the way it is trying to be killed today in court. Thank you.
Please, we want to know, on 20th of May is the day they adjourned the court case, right?
Yes.
Okay, we want to know if on that day that Mazen Nnamdi will get justice. And we address us on that.
Well, I do not know what will happen on the 20th of May. The court has ruled that on the 20th of May, it is going to give us a ruling and or hearing. So depending on how the ruling goes, if the ruling goes well, we'll thank God. If the ruling does not go well, we'll still thank God, but we'll think about, I will consult our client to know the next line of action to take. So, but as it is now, I cannot tell you whether there will be